series of starting on the road and starting with an opening victory on the road to reclaim home court advantage. Is there a similarity to the three, and what does it just say about this team that you come in to the other team's house and enjoy home court advantage right away?
We're just playing really good basketball. More than anything, we're staying together through the good and through the bad. It is a game of runs, and we can talk to one another. I think that's what, ultimately makes me smile, is the fact that when things aren't going our ways, we can look at each other eye to eye and know when somebody's messing around, and we can fix it. I feel like we did a really good job on the defensive end. We shared the ball on offense, made some shots, got a win, but that's not enough for us, and we want to get another one in 2 days.
Jimmy, through the years, you've always taken so much pride in how much work you poured into your game, but you never want to put a limit on how high you can go. In your opinion, though, given the consistency of where you're at right now, do you think this is the highest level that your game has been at to date?
I don't think so. I really feel as though with anything in life, if you get the opportunity and you have the belief that my teammates, my coaches, Coach Pat, ownership have in me to, kind of lead the charge along with Bam right now, anything is possible. Like, I'm playing at an incredible level because they're allowing me to do so. They're not putting a limit on my game. They're trusting me with the ball on the defensive end. And I think that's what any basketball player wants. That's what anybody wants out of life, is just to be wanted, be appreciated, and just let you go out there and rock.
Hey, Jimmy, Marcus Smart had 10 assists in the first half. As well as he was playing, were you kind of surprised not to see him as much in the second half?
Nah. I think he played well all game long. He was making all the right plays, and they made a lot of shots. He defended incredibly well, made shots too. I think they'll, watch film and see that they probably have to utilize him more. I would. I got a lot of respect for that guy, for what he does on the defensive side of the ball, and for sure what he does on the offensive side of the ball, because he plays his role to the T. So we're going to have to lock in on that, because 10 and a half is some pretty good basketball.
Right. And then, coming off of Tatum had a pretty big game in Game 7. What are some of the little things you guys try to do to throw him off his game, make him uncomfortable? Challenge
all shots. We try to keep him off the free throw line. He shot 11 of those. We reached a little bit too much, but that's what, MVP caliber players do. They do everything incredibly well. He made shots. He got to the free throw line, hit the three, mid-post transition, all of that. We will be better next game, and he may make shots. You can't get down on that. You got to know that we play defense the right way, and we're going to keep doing that.
Jimmy, what does it feel like for your confidence in momentum when you see them start to crack a little in the third quarter? You hear their fans start to boo a bit. What does it do for you guys to hear that and feel that going forward?
Absolutely nothing, honestly. We're a confident group. Whether we're up 10, down 10, we're not too worried about the opposing team. I think whenever you do that, you get lost in what got you where. And we're so worried about us all year long and how we could be the best version of ourselves, that if we're up 10, down 10, we still need to play our style of basketball. We still need to be together, share the ball, get stops. Booing, no booing, we got to worry about the Miami Heat.
Hey, Jimmy, when you're going like you were tonight, scoring and then also on defense with the steals, how does one side of the floor impact the other? How do they cooperate for you?
I would like to think that I just play hard. I try to make the right plays on the offensive side of the ball. Probably not, I shot a couple bad ones. Like I said, my teammates, my coaches, they allow me to do that. On the defensive side of the ball, it's a lot of energy, but I'm not the only one that's doing it. So I feed off of my teammates diving on the floor, taking charges, getting back on defense, just like they feed off of my energy on the defense. It just so happened that I happened to get my hand on the basketball and get some steals. But as long as you play hard, I really believe that really good things happen majority of the time.
Jimmy, I would imagine that you don't feel like an 8 seed. You and the Heat. That you don't. This doesn't feel like you're climbing mountains and knocking off favorites and all those kinds of things?
That's a question.
Well, it's the start of a question.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the question?
Just the question is, how does this feel to you guys? What you have done so far, and if you go back all the way to that night against Chicago in the play-in, did you think then that something like this would be possible?
Damn right, I did. Damn right, we did. And the best part about it is we still don't care what none of y'all think. Honestly speaking, we don't care if you pick us to win. We never have. We never will.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you for stopping by my channel, man. I really do appreciate it. If you made it this far in the video, guys, consider hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel, man. Really would appreciate it. Yeah, man. AMAC, man, we back talking a little basketball. We talking the Heat and the Celtics, man. They played last night. Miami won 123 to 116. All right, so in the sports world, they would say the Heat stole a game from Boston on their home floor, which is bad, which is good for Miami, because now they, if it be a game 7, they have they will play a game at home. So just to recap, my opinion about the game, it was a good game. Like I said before, obviously I was wrong. I picked Boston to win this game. Because they was at home. I felt like Boston was the better overall defensive team. But again, that's why they play the game. But yeah, so I mean, you talk about Boston really led. They outscored Miami in every quarter except the third. Boston, they won quarter number 1, 30-28. They won quarter number 2, 36-29, and then in the third quarter, man, the Heat just went crazy. They scored 46 points to Boston 25. So that was crazy. That third quarter, man, I haven't seen a third quarter like that in a while. All right, and then Boston came back and won quarter number 4, 25-20. But that third quarter was the quarter that won the game for the Heat. Let's just talk about the winners, man. Playoff Jimmy. You know, playoff Jimmy, he did his thing, man. He had 35 points. He took 25 shots. He went 12 for 25, 35 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. To lead his team, that's what leaders do. You know, if you're supposed to be the guy on the team, when the game on the line, or you want other guys, you want the ball. You want to do what you need to do to impact the game and help your team try to get that victory. And Jimmy Butler did that last night. It just so happened they won the game. It doesn't always turn out like that, but last night it did. So congratulations to the Heat on their victory. You talk about Bam. Bam had 20 points. Vincent had 15. Kevin Love had 8. You know, they didn't really no individual really rebound. They rebounded as we talk about rebound. Miami rebounded as a team. All right, they rebounded as a team last night. Which are really well. You know, they out rebounded Boston by 1. They won the rebounding battle. Whether it's by 1 or by 10, every time, if you listen to this podcast, you make sure you check the rebounding stats in all the games. Most of the time, the team that win the rebounding battle in that particular game normally wins the game. All right. They got some help from the bench. C. Martin, he had 15. Lowry had 15. So they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 people in double figures. You know, 15 or more points. That's a lot of points, right? So and Miami shot 51% from the 3. That's a lot, man. That's a high percentage. You shooting that ball at a high clip. You know what I'm saying? Like you shoot over 45%. You shooting at a high clip in basketball, in real life basketball. All right. So shout out to Miami Heat, man, for winning game 1. All right. Let's talk about Celtics. All right. Tatum played pretty good. You know, he had 30 points, 7 rebounds. My man Al Horford, he had 7 points. He shot 1 for 5 from 3. Had 6 rebounds. Williams had 14. Smart, he had 13 points. He had 11 assists. And then you had Jay Brown had 22. Bro had 19. White had 11. So, I mean, they had some offensive, Boston, they shot pretty decent from the field. They shot 51%. The 3 ball wasn't so good. They shot 34% from the 3. All right. So, it was a good game, man. I think this is going to be a good series. And I really enjoyed the game. Looking forward to game 2 in Boston. See, Boston going to see can they tie it up. I'm not sure if Boston want to go down 2-0 with 0-2 to Miami, going back to Miami. That's not going to be good for Boston. All right. But Boston, one of them teams, man, you can't ever count them out. Like I said, they led the whole game. The only quarter they didn't lead in was the third, for whatever reason. If they just play average in the third, they win the game. But I'm sure Boston will make adjustments, just like the Heat will make adjustments, and they'll come out and battle again, game 2. Jimmy Butler said he don't care if we pick them to win. Well, he talking to me. That's fine, Jimmy. I appreciate that, dog. And you shouldn't care. As a former athlete myself, you don't really care what anybody think. But I care. Because I'm picking the Boston Celtics to win the series. I think what you got from Boston, like the 110, 116, between 110 and 120, I think that's their game on most nights, right? That's my opinion. I think most nights, Boston will get you 25, 30 points a quarter and play pretty good defense. But what I will say about Boston is Horford need to do a lot better, man, offensively, right? 7 points, that's not going to get it. And the 3-point percentage he been shooting, he 1 for 5. They need to tell him to stop shooting the 3. He need to get in the mid-range. Because that 1 for 5, that's not going to cut it. I know Tatum only went 1 for 3, but Tatum get to the cup. He got a good mid-range game, so he can do a lot of different things to get buckets. But yeah, man, that was a good game. I was wrong, so we'll go back again. Game 2. So you can Boston tie the series up. All right, but again, guys, thank you for stopping by. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Really would appreciate it, man. Just a new podcaster, man. Doing something I love to do, guys. Love to talk sports. So if you have comments about the game, please leave them in the comment section. I will make sure I respond to it. All right. But in the meantime, in between time, guys, let's get it. Let's go. I will catch you guys in the next video.